Hey there, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for checking out today's video, which is going to be two things. First, an unboxing, as well as my first setup of a Filofax planner. I'm excited for this because I've actually been on the lookout for a type of planner to help me with content planning for social media, Instagram, YouTube, collaborations, events, all those types of things. And while I could keep that inside of my bullet journal, I'm finding that things are picking up more around this whole space. We got a lot of videos and ideas and collaborations that I wanted to kind of keep it separate. So I still have my bullet journal, which I use day to day for work and personal things. But now I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and use the Filofax system to help me content plan and organize around Men Who Bullet and things like that. Filofax is one of those companies that I've known about for a long time. I think I remember back in the 80s and 90s, a lot of professionals used Filofax for organization and things like that before I knew how cool organization and planners were. But they've really evolved over the years. And I didn't know this. I thought that Filofax was kind of not new. Obviously, like I said, I knew about it in the 80s and the 90s and watching people use it, but it actually goes all the way back to the First World War. And over the years, these have just morphed, and the company as a whole has just been doing some really cool things. So they reached out to me. I was really excited because at that exact time, I was also taking a look and thinking about what I might want to do for content planning. And I was starting to think about it more, and it just worked out perfectly. So they offered to send me some things that I might be interested in. So here's everything that I got. And then what we'll do is set this up to start content planning for myself. So first and foremost, we have the Clipbook here. So Filofax has a lot of different versions of planners with buckles and materials and things like that. But I wanted something different because I can't just do what everyone else does. I had to find something that was interesting, and this one definitely was. So this is called Clipbook, and it's from Filofax. And this one specifically is from the architecture collection. And this is called Concrete, is the tactileness. So it has this suede-like feel to it. It has a just really cool binding system on the inside here. And it came pre-stacked with some things I was interested in as well. And the reason that I liked this so much was, one, just how it looks. I think it looks really cool, especially if it's sitting there. Someone's like, hey, what is that? That looks neat. But what I also liked about it is that the Clipbook can do all kinds of fun things. First of all, if you want to just have it open, it'll stay open. So as you're working, if you want to have this on your desk or somewhere, it can. You can also just totally fold it in half if you want. So whether you're walking around with it or notes or something like that, it's really nice and easy to keep all together as well. I was nervous at first about like, how do you open this ring binder? But what you do is you pull the two covers and that opens up where you are. So there's no little tabs over here for anything, which I thought was also a cool feature of this because some of the other ones have that. And what that allows, because it's nice and clear, will actually leave space for pens and things like this. We'll take a closer look at the pen in a little bit, but I can stick my pen right inside of here. And it's always with me if I need it. So we've got that. We'll go into detail on this in just a little bit, but it does come with different papers inside of here. We've got lined, we've got gridded, and then blank. And then I also added in some extra organization pieces, which I'll talk about in just a second. So that's the notebook. You saw the pen for a hot second here. So this is the Clipbook Filofax Erasable Pen. It's a ballpoint pen. And what I thought was cool, and I didn't realize how it worked because it said erasable, and I thought maybe something popped out of the top here. But what you do is you write whatever you want, and then you take it back inside the pen, and then the tip of your pen is your eraser. So it's like those friction eraser markers and highlighters. I've seen a few of those out there, but that's the pen that I got. I also got inserts. So the big deal about these type of planners is that you can refill them with different types of inserts. And the cool thing about this one too is that it has a lot of space, so it can increase or decrease depending on what I need from it. I don't have to use every single one of these. You can kind of break them up. So I got a week on 2-page diary. So the way that this will work is that as you're flipping through it, you can get an entire week's view on these 2 pages like this. And I think that's good because if I keep this out during the week, I can just keep my notebook open here and get right to the page and be good to go and see everything at a glance. This is what I think I'm most excited about. So this is the Filofax Projects and Goal Trackers refill. I have a feeling that I'm going to be ordering like a ton of these because, I mean, this is just super awesome. So what it has inside of here are just a bunch of these pages. Maybe I won't be ordering it too soon. There's a lot of 56 sheets inside of here. But each one of these sheets has your project and goals, ideas, steps you need to take to accomplish that, who your team is working on that project. And on the back, it kind of has a little workspace, materials and resources that you need, and then a to-do list and the due date. So for each one of my videos or projects or collaborations, I can fill out one of these pages here and start to jot down those ideas and keep those notes all right inside of my planner. You'll see also here, all of these say personal on them. There are a lot of different sizes for these. There's actually a few different sizes everywhere from mini, there's a pocket version, personal, which is the size that I got here, A5 and also A4. So the personal size is 6.73 inches by 3.74 inches and has 6 holes on it. All of them are different depending on the size that you scale up from inside of there, but this felt like the right size for me personally. All right, so I also have these transparent flyleaf with tabs. Anytime that I've seen people with ring planners like this, I always see them have the absolute coolest like inserts and dividers. And I was having a little bit of FOMO. And when I was starting to look at this, I thought this might be something cool for me to try. But as I'm going through, I like the fact that these are transparent because even if I'm sectioning these off inside of here, I'll be able to see what's behind it, but have that little tab. I probably will do that for like notes. And then maybe on this one, I'll do it for like projects or something like that. So this came with 2 of those as well. And the other thing that I didn't know, and this was kind of cool, I just saw this on the packaging, is that the packaging here actually is smart packaging. And it's perforated. So I can even use this as some dividers or page protectors too. So technically I have 4 dividers, these with the tabs and then 2 without them. And that's everything that I got as a part of this entire package to start with. Let's go ahead and do the first thing, which always scares me, is take out all of the paper. Because what I like to do as I'm organizing these is just start to break them down and organize them a bit and get myself started up from the start all the way through. So as I mentioned, this came pre-filled with a few things inside of here already. So the first bit that we have here are lined pieces of paper. Even though I've just been mostly using dot grids, lined is fine, doesn't have to be anything specific. We also have some grid. Always love grid. It's kind of my second favorite next to dot grid. And we have some blank inside of here. And that covers all those papers. Now the next thing that we have here is actually something else that I ordered, but I didn't know that it came already inside of here. And I got these because I like the size, but you know when you're planning, sometimes you feel like you need more space, right? So what these are here, and there's different versions of it, all undated, but this first here is like a year at a glance. And you can do this for 2 years, really. So I'll set this up for 2021 on this side, and then this side I'll set up for 2022. And what's cool is that as it sits inside of here, as I'm looking through this, I'll just be able to open this up here, take a look at my full year at a glance at any specific dates or something like that, and close it up, and it all fits right inside of here. The next ones that are in here are interesting because these are all undated and they do the same exact thing. They fit inside of your book. I can open this up and look at an entire week. It's undated, so I can put the dates and things inside of here and write any notes or details that I might need to. You circle which month it's for, and as you're flipping through, you get the same exact thing on the other side. So you really get 2 weeks out of one sheet of paper. And I haven't ever done this before, and I thought it would be cool to try, so glad that these are inside of here. These are just weeks at a glance here. So same kind of idea, except more of a horizontal view. I thought I wanted to try this out and see. So over on this side, you get 1 full week at a glance and room on the other side for your notes. And that goes all the way back here to the back. And then back here, we have one sheet of tasks and small dots and things like that to finish out. We also are going to put this over here to the side just so I can see it and grab it, because I want to set up a few sheets of this to begin with, is going to be the project trackers. And then also inside of here, we have some 2021 dates that we can add inside of here. So religious festivals in 2021, notable dates, some national information here. We've got some address book pages here, personal information, an overview of 2021. And on the back, we have 2020 and 2022, and some moon information here as well. I'm just going to set these to the sides. I don't think I'm going to use any of the contact information stuff here. It's not really the purpose of the goal, but I'll just put that over to the side. And this has holiday symbols as we go throughout, because each of these will cover all of those. Now, I'm pretty far into 2021, so I'm not going to put any back dates inside of there. I think right about here. We'll open it up. And I'm right here. Here we go. Last week of June into the first week of July. So here's how I'm going to start to set this up here. So in the very front, what I'll do is I'm going to put my Filofax week on today. This has the overall calendar. So that'll be my first page right in the front if I need to look up any dates or anything like that. Next, I'm going to put in this year-long planner. So this will be all of 2021. And then I'll flip it over and do 2022 over here. So that'll just be a real quick at-a-glance look at everything right there in the front. I'm going to go ahead and save these 1 week open deals, because I specifically got this so that I have the pre-done calendars here just to make it easier for myself. So what I'll do is I'll take my little clip here. I don't have to have this open, but I'm just going to do it since I'm already here. And I'll put that first divider there. And that first divider is going to be all of my calendar dates here, starting for when I'm going to start using this, which will be this week. So that'll take care of the calendar portion of this. Then from here, what I'm going to do is put in the second divider here. The second divider is where I'm going to keep all of my notes and tasks and stuff like that I was talking about. So for now, what I'll do is I'm just going to load this paper in the back, and then as I need it, I can just pull it forward. I feel like if I don't put the paper inside of here, then I'm going to be searching for it. I have the space to do this, so I might as well not fill it up, but have things readily available as I need them. Now for these, I'm not going to put every single one. I'm going to try to split this in half just so I have enough to really start these ideas and things that are going on and put them here in the back. And then I'll just use the divider that came along with this, that was the cover of this, and put it here. And I just realized that I lost my one page for my date. So I'll close that and go back to the front here, open it up. Yeah, I was missing that day there. So let's pop that back in here. Okay, so let's check this thing out. Make sure I got myself set up right. So we open it up. We've got our Filofax overall calendar last year, this year. We'll have our pull-out planner for the whole entire year. So I'll probably put some dates, maybe holidays or things like this inside of here, just at a glance. And then we'll start with our week at a view. So if I flip this open here, this will be the week that this video is going to launch. I'll actually put that inside of here with my pen in just a second. And what's cool is that it's an erasable pen. So if I change my mind, I can erase it and put in a different date. I like this already. This will take me each week as I go through all the way through the year. I've got some note pages back here if I need them. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and just pull those out. Then we have our next section, which is going to be all about projects and goals. So any type of large projects and things that are going on, I'll have them inside of here. And I have a handful of those sheets of paper here. Then I put in that plastic divider. And then back here, I have grid, line, and clear paper. And then I'm actually going to take these little notes and put them back here. And I'm also going to do the same for these here. These are some of those task ones. So then I can make the decision as I'm working. If I need to pull any of those forward, I can. And that, my friends, is going to be the beginning of my Filofax content planner. So I'm filming this a little bit ahead. Not by very much, though. Oh, and I can show you how this works. So this will work out. So the Filofax pen is erasable. So I'm going to try to launch this here on Friday the 2nd. So I'll put that right in here. I'll have to find some cool way to differentiate the different places that I'm putting this, but that's where I'm going to put that. But let's say that I end up choosing to launch it on the 3rd instead of that Friday. If I wanted to, I just come back in and I can erase it with this pen that I already have. So it's not like I have to switch anything up. And instead I can put that I'm launching the video on Saturday the 3rd. I didn't think that I was really going to like this pen because, you know, over time you become a little bit of a pen snob and you find the things that you like, but I really like the fact that I can use this and erase it right inside of this notebook. So that's everything here. So we've got our entire Filofax Clipbook set up here, and we are ready to go to start content planning for Instagram and YouTube. I'll follow up in a little bit, talk about how well it worked or didn't work for me. But as of right now, super excited to get up and running. I appreciate you checking everything out today. Don't forget, down in the descriptions below, if you're interested, you can sign up for my newsletter for Men Who Bullet, sending out tips, updates, as well as freebies. Actually, if you head down there now, you can grab a 2-page freebie based on habit tracking, details and ideas on one page, and an insert for your bullet journal or planner on the second page if you want to print that bad boy off. I'll talk with you very soon. Happy planning. See ya.